So, welcome to this new video. Today begins a new chapter. So, I'm gonna change a bit the types of video I put on. I'm really trying to discover what works best for me, and this is really like early YouTube life. So, I want to start posting videos more about me throughout the day and not really have like a plan. Just whenever I feel like saying something important or whatever, I take the camera, press record, and just go and say it. And also just take you through the day with me. And that way I'm more efficient because I can just work on whatever I'm doing, and then something I have an idea about something, press record, I say it, stop, keep going, you know. So that also I'm gonna start to run and to do biking, eventually to swim. So what does that mean? I want to do an Ironman. I want to be a triathlete. So I've always wanted to do this, but I never did because I always had excuses or whatever, and said, when I'll be more like stable in my life or whatever, then I'll do it. But now I just don't care. I'm just gonna start. I already bought some like $220 shoes. It's crazy. I already have a good bike. I'm just gonna get started. So I'm gonna start running every day. I even um, got into a running club. That's gonna be awesome. It's gonna allow me to meet people and stuff, and that's the primary reason, to meet people. But also I'm gonna up my level of running, because a lot of running transfers from a lot of cardio and endurance that I have transfers from football, right? All my life I played football, so that helps a lot. But recently, or maybe even last few years, or last year, I don't know, I don't run almost not at all, just to play football. So my endurance levels diminished by a lot. Also, I always hated to run, but now for some reason I'm just super excited to start running, and even do ultra marathons like 100 miles. But let's take it slowly because I'm so far from that point. Um, but yeah, that's gonna be awesome. So I'm gonna do videos while I run. So again, I'm efficient with my time, and I don't know, maybe it connects with people. Like I talk about scripture or whatever while I run. I don't know, I think it's cool. But yeah, but the most important thing I want to stress and keep in mind is to not turn this into an idol, or make this a way to seek honor from others, to make this about me, and oh, look, I run a lot, I pray, I do this, I'm a very good person, whatever. No, it's really about, it's all for his glory. And this little mantra, like, it's gonna stay in the back of my mind all the time: for his glory, for his glory, for his glory. And it's for evangelizing, obviously. So that's it. That's like the little intro for the new reborn channel. I'm gonna change the profile picture also, and the cover page in due time. I don't like them. I seem too serious. I don't like it. So yeah, so now I woke up at like 5 a.m. Now it's 5:44, and it's 5:44. I've been trying to get this work, this OBS and filming and mic working for 45 minutes. Already lost 45 minutes in my new routine, and it's annoying. But I learned this recently. So through human efficiency or inefficiency, the grace of God is at work, or something like that. Let me just frustrating human efficiency is one of God's primary means of sanctifying grace. So we make all the plans in the world and try and be consistent and structured and track every minute or whatever and be efficient. But that's not how God works. Okay, He will put things like this in your day to really, I'm not sure how it works, but I think it's to make you remember and realize that you're not in control. He is in control, right? And so I can't do all this routine and plan all my day. I even wrote it on the freaking whiteboard, like very, very structured. And at this time, I do this. I have a lot of things to do, a to-do list and all that. But like I said, I just woke up. I put this camera thing on and it didn't work, and I spent 45 minutes on it. So, and that wasn't on the routine, on the plan. So that's God reminding me like He's in control. I need to trust Him and surrender my day to Him. Let Him do whatever He wants with it. But it's also important, to be structured and not just be lazy and do nothing and say, but I trust God and do nothing. But yeah, I still have some time to read the Bible. At 6, I have to go to the gym and then to run, and I'll take you through that with me. But right now, it's time to read the Bible. I'm gonna, as I said, I started a new like routine, um, and I also started a new session at the university. So my routine every single morning, I will wake up at 5 a.m. and I will read the Bible first things first, and that's gonna center all my day around Him, around God, around His Word. And it's going to take me through the day. It's going to help me. It's going to strengthen me. So I'm just going to get started on that. And before that, I actually wanted to talk about what I read a couple of days ago, which is, it's in James. I have it on this other Bible. I have multiple Bibles for some reason. It's here, James 1, verse 1, chapter 2 to 6, or actually chapter 1, verse 2 to 6. So, trials and temptations, consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Let perseverance finish its work so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything. If any of you lacks wisdom, you should ask God, who gives generously to all without finding fault, and it will be given to you. But when you ask, you must believe and not doubt, because the one who doubts is like a wave of the sea blown and tossed by the wind. That person should not expect to receive anything from the Lord. Such a person is double minded and unstable in all they do. So I read the whole thing, but really it's the first part that really like sticks with me for in this phase, in this moment, in this stage of my life. So consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. So, what does this say about me? So, obviously, it says whenever you face trials, you know, to keep your head high and be joyful because it's the Lord bringing you an opportunity to test your faith and your love for Him. So you can say, "Oh, I love you, God, I love you, Lord, I love you, I love you, I love you," all the days of your life. But then you have one single trial and you crumble and you fall into sin, or or whatever, So that doesn't show you that you love God, because y- it's only talk. So, and I've seen that happen in my life. So for the moment, I don't want to say fortunately, because like I said, like, trials are a good thing, but I would say fortunately I don't have any like big trials, like, I don't know, like big things that happen in my life that are trials. Like right now, I don't have any of those. Eventually I'll have, but right now I have a lot of like temptation moments. And at first, or at the very beginning, I would fall into them and commit sin. But now, or with time, I evolved from falling into sin to resisting it, but like hating it, and just feeling miserable, to now where I'm starting to feel this way, where I'm grateful whenever I have a moment, one of those moments. So I don't know. For example, let's say you have a lustful thought, right? At first, it would destroy me, but now, like whenever I have one of those that just pop in, or I'm looking at, I don't know, something on the internet. I'm studying. I'm researching a website or whatever, and then an image, an impacting image, like just appears or whatever, and it starts to run things in your mind, like these thoughts and all. And so before, I would like immediately start praying and be like, please God, protect me from this, whatever. And I still do that, but now like I have a smile on my face, because I know it's a testing and I can prove to God that I love Him with all my heart, all my mind, and all my soul. And it's just wonderful, really. Like, and lately I've been like diving really into scripture and finding comfort in it, but also sometimes I don't, sometimes it's dry, but really loving to read the scripture. Before, I would just not understand any of it, so I would get bored really fast. And I would focus more on reading like books from the saints, like this one I'm reading currently. And I still do, because I think they're more like easy to understand. But now I'm shifting my focus towards the Bible more. And yeah, so I'm gonna read this for the last 7 minutes that I have, and then I'm gonna take you through my gym routine. But yeah, these videos are gonna be long, because I'm gonna do a lot of things throughout the day. I'm gonna talk to you a lot, and maybe you can learn something, or just be part of it. I don't know. This is new to me. I hope you like it. So, all right, I'll see you. By the way, look at this sunrise. How beautiful is it? Like, this is gonna be a very beautiful day. I love these days where there's a lot of sun. That's amazing. All right, let's focus on this. All right, so welcome to my gym. Um, Today it's gonna be a push workout. I'm gonna do a bench press, incline bench. Also, one arm like push from the ground. I don't know how that's called, but I saw that on a YouTube video, and he said that it helped him improve his bench press. So I'm gonna try that. Then I'm gonna do some lateral raises, shoulder press, and dips. I'm gonna try to put some weight on, but I've started back again to lift since a short like break. Let's say I wasn't that intense for a couple of weeks, maybe months. While I was studying, I was really focusing on studying and just training like the minimum in my room with a 4 feet barbell, like with 25 on each side, and doing like curls and also doing pull-ups, push-ups, like really the basic like body weight and stuff. But now I'm gonna start again to work hard on the gym and really start to get progress again, because like I said, I want to do I want to do a lot of things with running, biking, eventually swimming, but that will take time because I'm so bad at it, and it takes a lot of time in my day to go to the pool and swim. But I'm excited for it because I want to get good at it, and I like to swim. I think it's a good way to work out. Like you get tired and stuff, but with time, and I also eventually want to do like ultra marathons, Ironmans, and like CrossFit things like High Rocks. I think it's not has nothing to do with CrossFit, but like it's something I want to do, and I want to get like very like fit and be able to do all of these things and be strong in body, in mind, and in soul. Most importantly, in soul. There's a verse in the Bible that says, it's Timothy 1. I don't remember it, but I'm going to paraphrase it here. Like bodily training is important in this world, but godly training is even more important and virtuous, not only for this world, but for the next. Something like that. I'll try and put it on the screen because I don't remember it word by word. But essentially, like, training your body is important in this life because you need to stay in shape, and it allows you to have more energy, do more things, be more confident. Like, I don't know, there's a lot of good things about working out. And also, if you actually just like to work out, like, it makes you happy. So all of those are good things. It's important to not turn it into an idol and just do it for vanity, to take pictures and look good. But godly training, so praying, reading the scriptures, practicing virtue, going to mass, going to adoration, going to confession, like all these things that God gives us so we can grow closer to Him, like, are much more important, because this world is temporary. Like, it's not our destiny, it's not our home, it's not our final destination. Our final destination is heaven. It's our destiny to get there. And stay there eternally. So that's why godly training is much more important. But now, enough talk. I'm gonna start training. All right, so let's do this. Let's start warming up. Man, like, I've downgraded so much in weight. I've never done like much weight on bench. I don't know. I just like never really focused on improving my bench, but just like getting good results, looking good, and doing a workout and feeling the pump. That was my focus, like all these years in the gym. But now I want to get to like really big numbers in terms of weight on the bar. But I need to start slow because it's been a long time since I did some bench press. So yeah, now I have like what, 210 pounds on each side plus the bar. That's 85, I think. Like, just to warm up, obviously, but still. Man, I hope I didn't hit the mic. It's very, very like low, you know? I bought these things like very recently, a few days ago, and man, I've wanted to buy these for so long, but I always found like an excuse. So I would say, I already have rings, so I don't need it. I would do like some homemade dip station, like with two like drawers and stuff, and do like that. But really, I just got tired of that, and also with weight, it's difficult. Like with the home stuff, like it's very difficult to do it with weight. You don't have much space. And with this, I think it works like it's very different than from this. Like I get different like kind of pumps and stuff, and it's a lot more difficult. So I can't even do weight on that yet. But with this, I always just prefer like the I don't know. It feels right, you know. And adding weight to this feels amazing. So yeah, I finally bought them, and it was a good purchase. All right. Also for nutrition, right now it's gonna be my main weak chain because like I'm studying, so I don't have a job. I have some money saved up, but I don't want to, waste not waste it, but put it all into food, because it gets very expensive to eat right. You can do it for cheap. I've done it, but it's just I don't know. It's still money every month that goes out, and none of it comes in. So that's why I'm just gonna, and I have the advantage that I'm living at my parents' house for the moment until I decide to go out, But it's not gonna be for a little while because I don't have any reasons to go out on my own. Like the university is really close. I have the home gym. My brothers are at home. My parents, like, I enjoy being with them. The only reason why I would move out is, if God is willing, when I get married. So that's still gonna take a little while. But we never know. Anyway, I forgot, yeah, about food. So I'm gonna eat like whatever they prepare, but also I'm gonna try and eat more carbs and eat more protein. So more eggs, oats, berries, like, and still do fasting. Fasting is very important for me because it keeps me focused on God, and it's a form of penance. Yeah, I'm gonna do both. So my what I plan to do is what I've been doing for, I don't know, the last few months, is to fast from the time I wake up to noon. After that, I'm gonna eat like carbs, oats or berries, and and just eat a lot of eggs also because protein is the main concern there's so much carbs in the house, like cereals and sweets and a lot of things, rice. But protein, it's more scarce. So yeah. Okay, let's up the weight now. So I'm gonna try a, where are the 25s? Okay, let's try 45 on each side. Yeah, 45. So my max, when I was hitting the gym like every day, like really focusing on the gym. I mean, I still like train every day, but right now my main focus is more like studying. Although now it's gonna change a bit. I'm gonna focus more on the YouTube channel. Or no, my main focus is gonna still be like studying, but I'm gonna put more time and effort on the YouTube channel and on training, running, biking, all that stuff. Lifting, running, biking. But yeah, my max was, I think I had 55 or 60. I think I once did 60. Like, it's very low, you know? Like, that's one plate and 10 or 15 pounds more. Like, it's nothing. All right, it's been a long time since I did 45. Let's go. All right. Let's go for 15. Or not. So I ended up cutting the workout short because I'm running late, and also I overestimated my strength. So I planned like a whole workout, and man, my muscles were completely like exhausted before finishing the workout. I felt I was gonna injure myself if I kept going. Ooh, I'm 3.5 kilometers in. It's not that easy, but it's not that difficult either. I mean, I'm still struggling a bit because it's been so long, but it's very manageable. I don't know anything about paces and times and what's good, what's not. I'm gonna post at the end of the run the stats, but just know I don't understand any of it yet. So also, I know nothing about like intervals, splits, whatever. I mean, I just heard the name, but that's it. But yeah, like, this is really an awesome time to run. And I prayed last night that during this run, God will give me peace and allow me to like focus on Him and spend time with Him while I run, so that He can clear my head from distractions and just fill it with His presence, so that when I run, it's a time with Him, you know? I saw this somewhere in a YouTube video, I think, like, find your happy place where you bathe in the love of God. That can be hiking, running, reading, whatever. And basically yesterday I prayed that God would give me this like running time to be that time of peace where I bathe in His love. But now
have to do a YouTube video while I run and talk about something which I have a small idea about what I'm gonna talk about. But still, that's it. I'll see you later. All right. So I just finished the run. Wasn't that hard. Anyway, I'm gonna post the stats of the run. Just bear in mind that for around 5 minutes I was filming a YouTube video, okay? So I was going very slow. But I did more than 5 kilometers, almost 6. But it was a nice run. I liked it. But slowly I'm gonna build up my cadence, my pace, and my time and my distance. So now I'm gonna take a shower, and I've been going to Adoration for a few weeks, trying to go every day. I recently discovered a new place that gives you like a little like card, like the gym, and from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. you can go whenever you want. And I usually go in the morning, and there's no one. I'm alone there with Jesus, and it's just a wonderful time. I've heard this from Bishop Barron, Robert Barron. He says, "Stay close to the fire," referring to the fire is the Eucharist. So when you go to adoration, stay close to Jesus. Go to adoration. That's where you get your strength. That's where you spend time with God. Like He's really there with you. And all the saints did this for hours every day. It's so important. And really, like some days I don't like feel anything or whatever, but I think every day that I went there, I feel at peace. Every time I enter the room, I feel at peace. Sometimes like I get distracted and a lot of things run in my head, and I gotta do this, and I get anxious because I'm not doing those things, but I'm here praying, and so my mind thinks that I'm wasting time. I'm not doing them, so that's why I'm anxious. But that's human, I think. But it's just, you gotta learn to control that. That's what I'm trying to do, because I have to trust God and give my day to Him. Let Him decide what to do with it. You know, sometimes I plan the whole day, just like this morning, you know. I wasted 45 minutes with the mic and the camera, and so my plan didn't go as planned. But yeah, you gotta trust God. And my mom is going to work now. I'm gonna end it here, but I'll see you in the car driving to Adoration. Peace. Okay, so I'm running late on my schedule. It's 8:30 and I'm going to church right now. But it's fine. My main concern is that I respect the objectives of the day. So I have objectives like for running, for training, for studying, and for reading. I think there's one more, but I'm not sure. But yeah, so for training, I already did that part of the day. That's awesome. That's one of the perks of waking up very early, like at 5 a.m. or 6 or whatever, because you can get so much done very early in the day. So I don't need to train anymore all throughout the day. That's awesome. Next, for studying, this is the big part of my day. My objective, my goal with studying is to study 8 hours every single day, minimum, but really 8 hours. I think I can get a lot done in 8 hours. And the last session I was tracking my time all throughout the session, and on average I was all over the place. Like I really like focused deeply on studying, and so I would have like a lot of blocks of studying only, like there was no structure like I have right now. And that's probably gonna change throughout the session, because right now it's the beginning, it's easy, but as I advance in the session I get more homeworks and exams and stuff. Like my schedule's gonna have to change so that I can study more or whatever, But I was saying, what was I saying? Yeah, my like I was tracking my time, and on average I was doing like 50 hours a week of studying, like 50, 45, 40, like around there. There were weeks where it was lower, like more like 30, and there were weeks, I think maybe a couple, like not many, where I was like at 60 or 70. But basically every time there's an app called Toggle Track or something. Every time that I started to study any subject, any class, I had the class as a label, and I put that class, and then I started a timer, and so it would track all the time that I was studying for that class specifically. That app is amazing, and so that allowed me to give me an idea, right? And now I have one class less than previous sessions, so it should be easier technically. But anyway, my goal is 8 hours a day and 2 blocks of 4 hours, okay? And I want to try and do like 2 classes per day. So 4 hours for one class, 4 hours for another class every single day. Because last session I was working on one class until like I got to a good level, or understood the subject or whatever, or finished the homework, and then I would jump right into the other class, which the homework was the deadline was the shortest. So if I had so if I have a class where I have a homework due in 3 days, I would focus on that. And then when the 3 days ended, I had a class that the homework was due for a week. So minus 3 days, then I have 4 days left to do that. And I would keep doing like that. I would keep doing that throughout all the session. And I don't know if it's a good strategy, but it got me through the session. I got good grades. At the exams though, I struggled, because I was really like studying just to understand enough and to do the homework well. But then like all that I learned, like just I forgot about it and moved on to the next one, and I forgot all that I learned, right? And I mean, I'm new to all this studying thing. I haven't studied in a long time, so we'll see. Now I know what to expect because of last session, so this one should be better. But still, I want to work 8 hours, study 8 hours a day. And then the next one is reading. This one's really simple. I just want to read 20 pages every single day. And yeah, that's it. So that's like what I'm trying to do every single day. I have my structure, my plan of the day to keep me like organized. But as you saw, it's gonna change a lot, and it's not gonna be respected almost never, actually. Almost like very few times I'm gonna have like a perfect day where I respect every single thing, because things are gonna happen, life's gonna happen, and God's gonna put things in my day that He wants me to do that are not on the list.
So, man, it's been a long day. I stopped filming. I wanted to film the studying, but to be honest, like I didn't study much. I was falling asleep. I have this class where I need to read a book. I would much prefer it to be videos because reading this book, I just fall asleep, man. I literally started a timer and went for like an hour, and every like 2 minutes I would just close my eyes and come by and be like, what the heck did I just read? So I stopped. Then I did other things. uh, I watched a bit of YouTube, like things I had like questions about and stuff about running, because I'm new to running. Like there's a bunch of things I want to learn, but I ended up spending like few hours on YouTube I shouldn't have. But that's something that I gotta work on, because many people have like problems with TikTok, Instagram, and like doom scrolling on reels and stuff, short form videos. Fortunately, thanks to God, I don't have that problem. I don't even have TikTok or Instagram. I think it's like the worst apps you could have. But YouTube, on the other hand, can be very, very helpful and good. But if you don't control it, it can turn into one of these doom scrolling things. I think it's not that bad because there's like if you curate your algorithm well and like you subscribe to the right things and stuff, like you won't be seeing like lustful things, like on TikTok where it's all over the place. On Instagram, it's even worse. So at least there's not that part, but still, I want to learn so much that like I watch a video and or I go to the homepage and there's a bunch of recommended videos, right? And I look at all of them and like I want to watch that, I want to learn that, I want to learn that one. So I open them on different tabs, and then I have like 20 tabs of videos that I want to learn. They're all like 15 minutes, 1 hour, 30 minutes, five. And then I just like waste, like, really, it's wasting time because I don't really need to know all of that. I need to focus on what I have to do, which is to study, train, work on this YouTube channel, and like that's pretty much it. Obviously, to pray and read the Bible, but that's like primary before all of it. But throughout the day, I have these things I need to do, and so when I start watching these YouTube videos, I just time goes like this, and so I wasted a lot of time doing that today, and it's annoying. But yeah, so now I'm working on a YouTube video. I'm editing a video. Okay, quick sneak peek. So this is one I already finished. I just finished, and I'm gonna post it. That's an old one actually. I wanna like the video I've been filming today. Like here's the quick like video that I did running. You know, so it's like 2 minutes. Oh, that's the thumbnail. Anyway, it's like 2 minutes. I got a bunch of things, but yeah, I have the long video, which is here. But anyway, I've been editing this video for the past 45 minutes. Like I have the time right there. And I'm kind of putting studying, like procrastinating on studying because I'm just falling asleep reading this thing, man. And I think like the new training and like waking up at 5. I slept last night, maybe like 6 hours, maybe five, I don't know. But it's just really draining. And also, I started to like eat a lot of. I ate a lot of like carbs and stuff to keep the body fueled. But when I do that, like sometimes I just feel really sleepy for the next couple hours. So I think that didn't help my case with studying today. But yeah, I gotta learn to optimize all this routine. The good thing is the first part of the day went well, and when I came back from church and I started studying, that's when it all went downhill from there. So, but now at least I'll posted a video. I'm editing another one. I'm recording, so it's not like complete waste of a day. It's never a waste of a day. But I got to work on the studying part because it's the main part of my day. It's the most important one in this phase of my life right now. But yeah, I just wanted to be honest, what's going on. And so I'm gonna finish editing. Then I want to pray. I have two rosaries left, and I have 2 hours and a half before I go to sleep because I need to go to sleep at 10 p.m. so that I have enough rest for tomorrow. Because if I don't sleep enough, like all of this is never gonna happen, man. I'm just gonna be so tired all the time, and I'm gonna be miserable. So yeah, I still have to work on the YouTube, maybe do a little bit of studying, and then pray and go to sleep. Like there's a bunch of things I didn't do today that I wanted to do. It's fine. I'll work on improving on that and do them tomorrow. I don't know if I'll record something else for today, but we'll see. If not, I'll see you in the next video and take care.